Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, November 19th, state that the minister encouraged Sam McCall's loved ones to share memories at the front of the church, so Molly Lansing Davis came up first, followed by Kristina Davis. After Sam's sisters said some poignant words, Damian Spinelli discussed Sam befriending a nerd and introducing him to Jason Morgan. Sam also provided Spinelli the confidence to approach his dream girl, Maxie Jones. Despite their tumultuous connections with Sam, Carly Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin eventually considered her a friend and took turns speaking about her. Lucky Spencer had no idea why Sam had been taken from them, but he promised that his family would be eternally grateful for what she had done for Lulu Spencer. Dante Falconeri talked about Sam bringing him out of a difficult situation and providing him with a lovely, mixed family. Rocco Falconeri also gushed over Sam becoming a mother figure and creating a family with Scout Quartermaine and Danny Morgan. Jason was up next, and he expressed gratitude for the years he spent with Sam and the son they shared. Danny followed Jason's speech with a list of Sam's favorite things, but he conceded that she loved her children the most. Alexis Davis regretted missing out on Sam's youth, but she was grateful to have found her daughter as an adult. Alexis wanted to remember Sam by facing her loss bravely and not wallowing in it for too long. During Sam's funeral, Jocelyn Jacks saw Lucas Jones was absent and informed Carly, who had no idea where he could be. Ava Jerome was glad to see Lucas at Julian Jerome's burial, but she questioned why he wasn't at Sam's service. Lucas provided updates on Danny, blaming him for Sam's death, prompting Ava to wonder if he was truly responsible. Although Lucas indicated they wouldn't know until the autopsy results arrived, he predicted that because he was Sam's surgeon, he would always feel guilty. Ava attempted to soothe Lucas briefly before the conversation turned to Julian. Julian was spared the sorrow of losing a child, which Ava saw as a positive outcome of him dying before. As the funeral came to an end, Giovanni Gio Palmieri played his violin. Alexis wanted to spend one last moment with her girls, so Kristina and Molly joined her in front of Sam's portrait. Following a montage of memorable Sam events over the years, the drama turned gears for an intriguing cliffhanger. In Lulu's chamber, she opened and wiped her eyes, appearing dazed. Fans of GH could see that her ID bracelet read Spencer, Leslie Liu. According to General Hospital spoilers, Lulu's coma awakening will be fraught with drama, so keep an eye out for all of the reactions to this surprising development. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, November 20th indicate that Elizabeth Baldwin will press Lucky Spencer to make a decision concerning his future. Liz does not want Aiden Weber to be left wondering what will happen, so she believes Lucky should rip off the bandage if he is actually leaving. Portia Robinson will tell on GH that Sam McCall's autopsy findings are in. It won't be long until those results shake things up, potentially leading to the alarming revelations Elizabeth will get in Wednesday's episode. Dante Falconeri will inform Kristina Davis that Sam died because of him. Dante will continue to feel accountable for any pressure Sam may have felt to proceed with this organ donation. However, General Hospital spoilers indicate that Kristina and Dante will finally demand justice. That suggests that the autopsy findings may hint to foul play, leaving Sam's loved ones with more doubts. Lulu Spencer has just opened her eyes and woke up, but she appears like Sleeping Beauty again in Wednesday's preview footage. Cyrus Renaud can also be seen in the preview video, sitting by Lulu's bedside and ominously claiming that he will take care of her. Cyrus most likely tampering with Lulu's ventilator at GH before sabotaging Sam's post-op recuperation. Cyrus seems to be the link between all of the latest medical dramas, so there may be some flashbacks that provide explanations on Wednesday's episode. Of course, Lulu may awaken at some point and become worried by Cyrus' presence, but Laura Collins may intervene and receive the shock of her life when she discovers Lulu waking from her coma. Next, Molly Lansing Davis will reveal Rick Lansing's plan, allowing her to tell Alexis Davis about her father's legal defense of Ava Jerome. Molly will insist that something is not an option, thus she may refuse to let Rick win here. Alexis will eventually make a commitment, and we'll see if it relates to Ava's case or any spiteful aspirations she may have following the autopsy. Meanwhile, Rocco Falconeri may inform Danny Morgan that Jason Morgan injured Drew Quartermaine's face. Danny is expected to press for an explanation, putting his father in a difficult position, although Jason is unlikely to provide too much. Jason believes that whatever transpired between him and Drew should remain private. According to General Hospital spoilers, Danny will appreciate the heart-to-heart, so we'll have more predictions about his blossoming friendship with Jason in the aftermath of Sam's death. Liz is more concerned about Lucky's safety than ever before, but she recognizes that Lucky is a restless person who can't stay in one place for long. However, she must also consider her son. Aiden truly needs his father. Elizabeth informs Lucky that he has some difficult options to make. Dante tells Kristina that he blames himself for Sam's death. Image source, ABC. Dante and Kristina meet in Sam's penthouse to pack some belongings. Dante informs Kristina that he seeks justice for Sam. However, he is concerned that Sam has died as a result of his actions. Meanwhile, Portia phones Lucas to inform him that they have the results of Sam's autopsy. Did the coroner find evidence of foul play? Lulu eventually opened her eyes after Sam's funeral. Cyrus pays her a visit with his trusty Bible, and she appears to be asleep again. He swears to defend his niece, but is he doing so out of guilt? After all, the bomb he had Julian put at the floating rib caused Lulu's prolonged coma. General Hospital spoilers say that the soap recently released its preview video for the week of November 18th to 22nd, and it appears that the proverbial drama is ready to hit the fan. 3 important events appear to be on the horizon: Sam McCall's burial, Lulu Spencer's awakening, and the release of the autopsy results. Fans should brace themselves for some emotionally heated times ahead. The teaser includes a scene in which Danny Morgan essentially blames Lucas Jones for his mother's death. It appears to occur shortly after Sam's funeral. Lucas has already struggled with guilt, so seeing his nephew have a tantrum over his mother's murder and point the finger at him would be terrible for both him and the audience. Jason Morgan will have a heart-to-heart with Danny over the next days and may be able to persuade the kid to shun the blame game. He may tell his son that Lucas tried everything he could to save Sam and that he is in the same pain as Danny. Additional teasers hint that Lucas and his Aunt Ava Jerome will find common ground. Ava is the town outcast at this point, so the notion that they will agree on anything is alarming. Why would Danny blame Lucas for Sam's death? General Hospital spoilers claim that Sonny Corinthos has been attempting to get closer to Natalia Ramirez, but his progress has been gradual. Natalia has been apprehensive of venturing into amorous terrain with Sonny, therefore the two have not been in a hurry to hit the sheets. Of course, many fans would be okay with Sonny and Natalia not taking that step at all. Natalia feels like an unneeded character at this moment, and she may not have any chemistry with Sonny. It's feasible that the GH writers will switch to another pairing at some point. Sonny has a history of returning to his ex-partners, but what if he crosses paths with Nina Reeves in search of fresh love? After all, Nina and Sonny could soon have a cause to unite. Michael Corinthos and Willow Corinthos are facing severe marital troubles, which may worsen soon. Willow kissed Drew more than once and then hooked up with him, so she's committed some betrayal mistakes. Michael has made his own faults since sleeping with Sasha Gilmore Corbin. Furthermore, Willow and Michael are still harboring major secrets from each other, therefore their marriage will fail if they continue on this dishonest path. If Michael and Willow are getting divorced, Sonny and Nina may bond amid the family tragedy. Nina and Sonny may get concerned about how their children will cope with the impending breakup. Naturally, Sonny and Nina could be concerned about their grandchildren, as a divorce would undoubtedly affect Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos. Natalia had previously concerned about Sonny's lasting feelings for his ex-partners, so she may eventually see him stray toward a past flame. Even if Sonny does not totally reunite with Nina, he may end up back in her bed, complicating matters. Nina may simply wash her hands of Drew after she finds that he is sleeping with Willow and destroying her marriage. Perhaps Nina will swap Drew's bed for Sonny's once they've consoled each other over Willow and Michael's devastating family news. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sonny and Natalia's romance may meet a stumbling block, so stay tuned for more predictions on if Nina may intervene. General Hospital teasers predict that the week of November 25th to 29th will be fascinating. After all, families in Port Charles will assemble for Thanksgiving meal, creating lovely memories and celebrating. While some will be grateful for many things, such as the Spencers, now that Lulu Spencer has awoke from her coma, others will be suffering with strife and conflict. The Davis girls will struggle to celebrate anything because this is their first official holiday without Sam McCall. Dante Falconeri may also be conflicted since he would miss Sam but will be relieved that Rocco Falconeri can be with his mother. Then there's the Quartermains. They are notorious for their Thanksgiving dinners that usually go awry, which is why they keep the neighborhood pizza place on call. Olivia Falconeri has attempted for years to plan a magnificent turkey dinner, only to wind up ordering pizza takeaway. While it is typically a humorous tradition, this year may be different, with less comedic relief within narratives. This is all thanks to Drew Quartermain and Willow Corinthos. After Sam's death, they let their emotions take over and committed the crime right on the Q's nursery floor. They believe they are the only two who are aware of this. Nevertheless, Michael Corinthos received a good bird's-eye view of his uncle and wife together courtesy to a security video alert that appeared on his phone. He confided in Jason Morgan, which led to Stone Cold beating up his twin brother on the night Drew learned he had won the election. As it stands, most people assume Jason is a monster for the incident, particularly Nina Reeves. Michael has yet to confront Willow about her affair with Drew. Just as he was about to do so, she was summoned to the main house to tend to Drew's wounds from the fight with Jason, so he wouldn't have to visit the hospital. Willow and Drew's romp is unlikely to be released this week due to Sam's burial. Sam was close to Michael, and because she had a romance with his half-brother and was Kristina Corinthos Davis' half-sister, he'll prioritize his extended family and likely deal with Drew and Willow later. But what if the appropriate day is Thanksgiving? Drew believes no one is aware that he and Willow crossed a line, so if the subject of Jason using him as a punching bag comes up, Drew may continue to throw shade at Stone Cold. Fans witnessed him do just that on the Monday, November 18th show, when Nina helped him conceal his bruises with makeup and cosmetics. If Drew repeats himself if the event is brought up, Michael may lose his patience. Will he say something when everyone is enjoying beverages and appetizers? The dynamics of this story are what make it interesting. Nina is unaware of Willow and Drew's one-night stand, and Willow is also unaware that Drew and Nina have been romping around the office together. So, if Nina overhears Willow and Drew or Michael discussing the Drillo nursery night, she may decide to publicly expose him and their romance. General Hospital spoilers suggest that because Nina and Willow haven't discovered that they've both slept with Drew, and Drew's manipulation of this fact, viewers should brace themselves for this secret to be revealed at the worst possible time. Will the truth bring this mother and daughter closer together, or will it shatter them forever? The General Hospital spoilers for Monday, November 18th, show that Maxie Jones discussed the flowers she chose for the service with Sam McCall. When Lucas Jones appeared, he stated he believed Sam would approve. Lucas also hated himself for Sam's unfortunate end, believing he never should have been her surgeon. Maxie, on the other hand, emphasized that Sam knew exactly what she was doing and urged Lucas to trust her judgment. Drew Quartermain summoned Nina Reeves to assist him in covering up his wounded face, but Scout Quartermain, Danny Morgan, and Rocco Falconeri caught a sight of him before she arrived. That raised suspicions, so Drew claimed he walked into a door and attempted to reassure a concerned Scout. Danny stated to Rocco that he believed Drew lied to cover what actually happened. Later, Nina arrived and assisted Drew by applying makeup to conceal the majority of the bruising. Drew speculated that Jason must have learned about the kiss with Willow Corinthos and reacted accordingly. While Drew was updating Nina, Rocco learned that Jason was to blame and was stunned by the news. Danny placed Scout's drawing on the casket, along with some flowers. When Lucas returned, Danny told him to leave because he was the one who caused Sam's death. Lucas did as instructed and dashed toward the door. Cody Bell tried his hardest in the kitchen to cheer up Dante Falconeri, but he was afraid he had made matters worse. Olivia Quartermain disagreed, suggesting that Dante needed Cody's help. Alexis Davis was sad because she damaged a bracelet Sam gave her for Mother's Day and would not be able to wear it at the funeral. Molly Lansing Davis moved it to the other room in the hopes of repairing it. When Molly returned, she overheard Kristina Corinthos Davis discussing the baby and referring to her as Adela, so she stepped outdoors to cool down rather than blasting her. Rick Lansing dropped by with a hug and tickets to a performance for Molly's birthday, which she appreciated. Sam's family and friends gather to say goodbye during her funeral, while across town, Lulu wakes up. Port Charles bids Sam McCall farewell today on General Hospital. Lucas is standing in the church cemetery near Julian's grave. Ava arrives and is pleased to see him visiting his father, particularly today. Inside the church, the priest talks about Sam and the day they'll all be reunited again. He then invites people to share recollections of Sam. Molly is the first to speak, thanking everyone for coming to commemorate his sister, Sam. She discusses how the four Davis sisters were always a family. Sam was the quietest and calmest of the group, and he was always available for advice. She can't tell you how much she'll miss her sister, and while the Davis girls' hugs will only have 3 arms in the future, Sam will always be there for them. Kristina talks next, describing how Sam was always there for her when she got into problems, serving as her personal safety net. Sam, on the other hand, refused to criticize her or anybody else and believed in second chances. Sam was always there to remind her that she was more than her errors. Joss notices Lucas' absence and asks Carly where he is. She does not know. Back at Julian's burial, Ava explains Julian made many mistakes in life, but he loved him, Sam, and Leo. She wishes she could honor him by attending Sam's burial, but she chooses not to do so out of respect for Sam's family. She asks why Lucas isn't there. Back inside, Spinelli discusses how Sam was one of the first people to befriend him, and how she introduced him to his dear friend Jason. He was a fantasy-loving tech nerd back then, very different from Sam, who was cool. However, Sam embraced individuals for who they were. Spinelli recalls Sam's attempt to impress Maxie by strength training him. He cries, saying how much he values his friend for giving him the confidence to fall in love with the woman of his dreams. Maxie weeps. Next, Carly discusses Sam's strength. She recalls arguing with Sam over losing Jax, Sunny, and Jason, all of whom were still in her life, and Sam smacking her for gloating. Carly loved Sam's strength and admits it took them a while to become friends. She observes that Sam loved with all of her heart and tells Sam's children that she loves them, that they should carry the strength she given them, and that she will always be with them. Outside, Lucas tells Ava how Danny yelled at him and blamed him for Sam's death. Liz then discusses her highs and lows with Sam, flashing back to them battling over Jason. Liz said they clashed and damaged one another, but that made the place they got to even sweeter. She believes it taught her that if you don't get along with someone, it's possible that you don't understand them. She claims she and Sam looked deep before becoming friends and co-parents. Lucky speaks next. He claims Sam was always a good friend to him and told it like it was. You knew where you stood with Sam, and she was a hero. He claims Sam saved his sister Lulu's life while he and his brother could not. He is furious because Sam died as a result of the incident. He has no idea why she was taken away from them, but her family will be eternally grateful. Dante rises to speak, discussing the dark period he experienced with PTSD a few years ago and how Sam stepped in to aid him. He doesn't know where he would be without her, and their friendship eventually blossomed into love. He considered Sam his second chance, and he will be always grateful for what they had. He replies he'll do whatever she wants and keep going. He tells her portrait that he would always love her and expresses his affection for their children as well. Lucas isn't sure if he made a mistake that lost Sam her life, and they won't know until the autopsy results come in. However, he conducted the procedure, thus the hit and guilt are his to bear. Inside, Rocco discusses how Sam was a stepmother to him but never treated him differently than her own children. He claims they had their own secret handshake, which he wants to teach Danny and Scout now. He claims Sam provided him with a brother and sister, as well as the family he and his father desperately needed. Jason and Danny rise to talk. Jason says Sam understood he wasn't a huge fan of public speaking and just wanted to express his gratitude for the years they spent together and for their son. He believes Sam taught him a lot about life, and she was important to many people, including him. He claims there was no one like Danny and Scout's mother. Danny talks about the things his mother enjoyed. She enjoyed going fast, so that was at the top of her list. She also enjoyed a fine black leather jacket, which they plan to pass down to Scout as she grows up. She enjoyed Noodle Buddha's Chinese cuisine. But most of all, she adored us, him, Scout, and Rocco. Back at the cemetery, Ava understands what it means to feel guilty, isolated, and misunderstood. She is here for him, as Julian would like her to be. Finally, Alexis addresses the congregation about her remarkable kid. She continues by discussing how she met Sam as an adult, and how her upbringing affected who she was at the time. She regretted missing her childhood and wished she had been present to raise her. However, finding and choosing each other were two of her greatest pleasures. Back at Julian's tomb, Ava thinks he died too soon, but at least he left before his daughter did. Lucas expresses gratitude to Julian for Sam. Alexis continues to speak about Sam, who was not only her daughter but also a friend. She is unsure if she could have raised Molly and Kristina without Sam, who has served as her anchor on multiple occasions. She said Sam never shied away from danger, something she didn't enjoy, but she was amazed and glad to be her mother. The best way to honor her daughter is to be brave, like she was. She has chosen not to cry for too long, to become lost in grief, and to cheer Sam on to her next great adventure. Alexis tears, "Thank you for choosing me, my angel." The priest makes his final remarks, and Gio performs a piece on his violin as everyone departs the church. Only Alexis remains behind, alone. Kristina and Molly return to check on their mother and let her know it's time. She requests one more minute and invites them to sit with her. They do, and she says she wants to spend one final minute with all of her girls. As the show concludes, a flurry of flashbacks of Sam appear. Finally, Lulu awakens in her hospital bed. On General Hospital, Portia receives Sam's autopsy results, Dante feels Sam died as a result of his actions, and Cyrus sits at Lulu's bedside and says, "I'm going to take care of you." Alexis scolds Rick after his unexpected visit, and Rocco overhears the last thing Drew wants him to. Today on General Hospital, Alexis, Molly, and Kristina prepare for the funeral. Drew tries to keep the kids in the dark about Jason's beating, and Lucas continues to blame himself, and he's not alone. On today's General Hospital, Maxie is talking to Sam's photo during her funeral preparations, complaining that she isn't getting all of the flower arrangements correct. She then reminisces about her companion, just as Lucas enters and remarks that his sister would approve of the yellow flowers. He's behaving depressed, however, and Maxie wants to know what's up with him. He doesn't believe today would have occurred if he had not been Sam's surgeon. He should have known better. Sam gets buried as Lulu wakes up. After Danny chased him out of the chapel before Sam's burial, Lucas ended up to Julian's grave, where he met Ava. She placed flowers on Julian's grave and commented, "My brother must be feeling awfully popular right now." Lucas mentioned that this was his first time visiting his father's cemetery since returning to Port Charles. Ava reassured Lucas that while Julian had made many mistakes, he still loved him, Sam, and Leo. "His children meant the world to him," Ava told me. She wanted to honor Julian by attending Sam's burial, but Lucas reminded his aunt that it was best if she did not go. "I choose to stay away because I respect Sam's family. That is my explanation for not attending church today." "What is yours?" Ava asked. Lucas explained what happened to Danny at the church. "When he saw me, he became quite upset. Danny feels it's my fault his mother died." Ava asked Lucas if he was. He stated that he could have been, but they would not know until they received the autopsy results. "I'll always wonder what more I could have done for my sister," Lucas remarked in response to Ava's question about whether he'd still feel bad if the autopsy report revealed he did nothing wrong. Ava later told Lucas that he was there for her just like my brother would want me to be. Ava told Lucas that Julian was lucky since he died before his daughter. "Burying a child is a pain I wouldn't wish on anybody, and I was glad he was spared that," Ava told me. At the church, Sam's loved ones sat somber and melancholy as the preacher led the funeral. Molly was the first in Sam's family to give a eulogy. Molly shed tears as she spoke about the Davis girls and how the four of them formed a fierce female family. "A bona fide force to be reckoned with," she told me. Molly proceeded to explain her late sibling. Sam tended towards silence. She was patient and transparent, without interruptions or judgment. "When I was practicing for my first trial as an official lawyer, I worked with Sam. I believe Sam heard that opening statement at least 35 times, Molly stated. Kristina spoke next. "Molly is absolutely right. Kristina teared up as she remarked, when it came to support, Sam went above and beyond for everyone. She then mentioned how Sam would be her biggest helper if she got herself into trouble. Sam would ride to my rescue, get me back on my feet, and tell me I was strong and capable, my own personal safety net, Kristina went on. When Spinelli talked, he mentioned that Sam was one of the first individuals he had ever befriended. Spinelli recalled how Sam helped him become in shape so that he could date Maxie. Sam offered me genuine friendship and respect, Spinelli remarked. Carly also spoke, reflecting on their long-standing rivalry and frenemy status. When Sam got knocked down, she always came back swinging, she recalled. Elizabeth, like Carly, told Sam's loved ones that she and Sam had a falling out years ago but had since made apologies and became friends. We clashed. We were quite hurtful to each other. But I can honestly tell that I don't regret anything because it made the spot we ended up even more enjoyable. We transformed from bitter adversaries to co-parents raising our children. I wish we could continue to grow as women and mothers, but I'm grateful for where we've arrived. Thank you, Sam, for everything, Elizabeth replied wistfully. Lucky remarked about Sam's sacrifice. His sister Lulu was dying, and only a liver transplant would save her. After Lucky's and Nicholas' livers did not fulfill transplant standards, Sam stepped forward and donated a portion of her liver, resulting in her death. My family will be forever in her debt, Lucky remarked as Alexis sobbed. Following Lucky, Dante finally spoke. He described how he had been in a really dark place a few years ago, but Sam helped him see the light before they fell in love. Sam told me I could rebuild my life, but I couldn't use all the bad things that happened as an excuse to give up, Dante said the churchgoers, his voice choked up. Dante then told everyone about how he and Sam chose to move in together. We tossed our gorgeous children together to create this mashup of a family and a home. Sam was the best mother. She was the most supportive partner. But she also happened to be the most badass outfielder the PCPD softball team has ever seen, Dante laughed as he choked back tears. Rocco quickly approached the podium and told everyone how Sam was like a mother to him while his own mother was in a coma. A mother treats you differently not because you share DNA, but because she believes you are special. That was Sam, Rocco explained. Sam gave me a lot, but by far the biggest gift she gave me was my brother and sister. Dad and I started a family when we truly needed one, that is how we will always be. A family. Jason then spoke, telling everyone that Sam knew he was never an excellent public speaker. Jason expressed his affection for Sam. I'm grateful for the years we had together. I am grateful for our son, whom we both adore. I am glad for Sam. She was one of the bravest and toughest people I've ever known, Jason stated. Danny took the podium after his father and spoke about things Sam enjoyed. She preferred a decent leather jacket, preferably black. She claimed a good one lasts a lifetime. Danny informed his sister, Scout, we'll keep hers so you can wear it when you're older. Finally, Sam's mother spoke. Alexis started with notes but soon put them aside and spoke from the heart. Alexis revealed that she and Sam had never really met until she was an adult. I have to tell you that the two greatest thrills in my life were discovering each other and then selecting one other. You say you can't choose your family, but we did, Alexis explained. I didn't simply love my daughter. I truly liked her. And I knew my leather-clad beauty would be there for me at any time. I felt that the only way to honor my beautiful, brave baby was to be as brave as she was, Alexis continued. After the service, Gio played the violin as Sam's friends and relatives left the church in tears. Alexis was the only one who remained, but Kristina and Molly returned to be with their mother and comfort her. I just want one last moment with all my girls, Alexis remarked, recalling happy memories with Sam. The image then cut to Lulu lying in a coma at Turning Wood. Suddenly, Lulu's eyes opened for the first time in 4 years. Now that Sam has been buried, Jason must determine what to do about his son and their living situation. Danny has made it known that he wants to be with his father while simultaneously staying with his siblings, Scout and Rocco. Jason is unsure he can live in the Quartermain mansion with Danny without incident, so they sit down and have a heart-to-heart talk. Jason informs Danny that he and Drew do not get along at all. In reality, Jason caught Drew in the foyer the night before, which contributed to the strain in their relationship. Jason makes Danny pledge not to tell anybody about this, but does Jason make a sacrifice by agreeing to live with Danny in Monica's house for the time being? Lucky needs to decide whether or not to leave town. When Elizabeth becomes concerned, does Lucky inform her that he received an offer from the WSB and is considering accepting it? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.